When I think about jewelry, I think about this saying, it's the little things in life, because though they're little, they can make a huge impact in your outfit, especially if you're trying to look more elevated. And so I thought for today's video, I'll share with you my minimal jewelry collection, which I call it minimal, but minimal can be subjective. So what's minimal to me may not very well be minimal to you. So take that with a grain of salt. It did take me a couple of years to get to the point where I'm at with my collection, and I'm glad I took the time to do so because jewelry can be expensive, and so I want to make sure that I only bring pieces that I absolutely love and that are special and meaningful to me and to my style. As always, I'll link everything I can down below. Some pieces were gifted to me, and so I might not be able to link those, but I'll look for similar items. That way you can check them out if you're interested. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started. Starting with where I keep all of my pieces, this is my jewelry box. I got it from Mejuri, and I had it personalized with my initials, which I think is super cute. It was when I lost one of my most precious gifts that I've ever gotten that I decided that it was time for me to invest in a little box like this where I can keep everything together. And now I don't take off any of my pieces unless I'm next to this box where I can put it back in there, close it, and put it where it goes. It has this tan, almost rosy tone to it. Though it looks small, I find it very spacious. It has enough space to hold everything I own right now, and even when I add more pieces to my collection, I think it'll be a long while before I have to upgrade to a bigger box. It has two little trays that come off the box. On the first tray, it has a little compartment for the rings. And the other side, I keep two of my most worn necklaces. The other side, I keep my engagement ring, which I do take off every night before I go to bed. On the second tray, I keep my most bulky pieces and all the pieces that I am not going to talk about because they're extremely old pieces that I no longer wear, but I don't want to get rid of because they're extra special. They were gifted to me either by my mom or another loved one, and I just don't see myself getting rid of them. And so that is how I have all my pieces organized. I like how practical it is. It's nice and small, enough to carry on my carry-on or even my bag when I travel, though I don't usually bring it with me. I like to travel light, and so if I do bring any other piece aside for what I have on, I'll just put on one of those little black desk bag. But it is nice to have the option of bringing it with you. Starting with my neck, I have this everyday two necklaces which I almost never take off. The first one I got was this pearl necklace, which I don't remember the name of it, but again, I'll link everything down below. It has this 4 or 5 pieces of pearls, which is real pearl, and the necklace is 14 karat gold, I believe. It is from Mejuri, which is where most of my pieces are from. They're not sponsoring this video, though that will be a dream come true, but it is a place I find affordable for their high quality pieces, especially for everyday wear. I love pearls. I think they're so beautiful, and they're also my birthstone, which makes it extra special. And so you'll see a lot of pearls across my collection. They're also affordable compared to diamond, for example, and so that makes it extra nice. I bought this, I want to say a year and a half ago, and like I said, I almost never take it off. And then the second one I added, which is the most recent purchase, is the solo diamond. This one I do remember the name for it because it's very straightforward. It has a solo diamond on it, and it's very dainty. Both of them are, which is why I like them. I like to stack my necklaces, and so these two don't come off. I bathe with them, I exercise with them. They are on my neck at all times. I love how dainty they are. Yes, it's still classic and timeless, and because they're always on me, even if I forget to add a necklace or if I'm in a rush, I have them on already, and so I still feel somewhat dressed up. If I want to add something on my neck but I still want to keep it simple, I usually go for my zodiac sign necklace. This is Kyle's, my husband's zodiac sign Leo. Again, I love how simple and dainty it is, yet it adds to the look, especially when you lay them together. This one is just a plain flat coin, and then it has studs around it, which signifies the zodiac sign. and it has little tiny diamonds in some of the stars. I don't think they're a real diamond. And this necklace is not pure gold, it's Ragmented, which is a 925 silver coated in 18 karat gold. Don't quote me on it, I'll link it down below so you can check it out. But this was my very first piece that I got with the brand when I started building my collection, and I wasn't able to afford the real one or the 18 or 14 karat gold that they have, which it has worked well for me. I don't bathe or exercise with it on, even though at first I was wearing it every day. I make sure to take it off at night time and put it away. And so because of that, it stayed intact. The color on it is still the same. It hasn't turned. Vermeil is usually brighter gold than the real gold, so it does look a little brighter than my normal 14 karat gold necklaces, but that is the only noticeable difference that I can see. And overall, I still love it as much, I still wear it as much. I just don't bathe or exercise with it on. I love how it looks next to the two that I have on right now. And I also like pairing it with another longer necklace that I have. Though this one is not an everyday necklace, I do wear a lot, and if it ever turns on me, I think I'm gonna invest on the real one. My other longer, still dainty necklace is this crash pearl necklace, I think it's called. This one, it's like the name says, like a little crash pearl. It is in vermeil as well. I usually layer also. If I wear this, I still keep these two that I have on, and it looks really nice, especially when I have it against my chest or a dark top. It pops up more, so super cute. If I do want to add a little more bling bling to my look, or if I want to just elevate my outfit, especially if I'm wearing a plain turtleneck or a racer top, then I add a more bulky or statement piece. These next two are not from mejuri, they're from Pamela Carr, which is a Canadian brand, and I love every piece they make. Their staff is so amazing to work with. I haven't officially like paid partnership work with them, but I have talked to them a lot in the past. They follow me on Instagram, which is like but their pieces are so unique and crafty, and they're handmade, and every necklace has a meaning or history behind it, which I find is so amazing and inspiring. And I just love how unique and how special the pieces make me feel. I don't know how to describe it. This one was my first one that I got from them, and I absolutely love this necklace. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this already because I do wear this a lot. It's this, again, pearl necklace. It has this C shape and then a L or I shape crush pearl, which is just so unique. I like wearing this when I have like a low cut top, but I have worn in the past over a plain top as well that is not low neck. But that is just my favorite way of wearing it. When I first saw it online, I thought it was just so beautiful, and then I got it and it's just exceeded all of my expectations. The chain is on the thicker side, and so it makes it more of a statement piece. This one also is not pure gold. It's coated in gold, but it's not all 100% gold. If it was, it would be a lot more expensive because it is a thicker necklace, and so it makes sense that it will be a lot more money. My other necklace that I have with them is this 2-coin necklace, which is as beautiful. And what I like about this one is that even when the coin flips, it has something in both sides, so it's not like one side is just plain flat and the other side has the coin. Both sides have something on it, and again, it has a meaning behind the creation of this piece, which just makes it extra special. It is my thickest and bulkiest necklace. It did take some adjusting to it because it is a little bulky, but I love wearing this piece when I have, again, a plain, maybe a racer tank top or a turtleneck. And when I wear this, I usually do take these two off just because I just wanted to wear this. I think it looks really good by itself. It's already bulky enough for my style. Beautiful necklace. Again, no pure gold, but I need it to be. This one was on my wish list for a while, and I'm just so glad that now it's in my possession. On my fingers, I got my engagement ring on my left hand, which obviously I got when Kyle and I got engaged. Not to bore you with all the details, it was a custom ring. When we first started looking at engagement rings, like a year and a half before we got engaged, we went just to browse around and see what style cut diamond I liked, which is like the shape of the diamond. And we were so sure that we would like this one ring that we saw at this jewelry store at our local mall, and I just love that cut. It was the square, or I think it's called princess cut. And so for months we thought that that was the style that I wanted, until we walked into a second store. It was Kyle's idea for me to try it on, and I put it on, and he says that my eyes lit up. And we look at the price tag, and it was just way too much money. I was still in college, and I have gone from a full-time job to less than part-time hours, and so I said, no, there's no way. If I cannot help with that ring, I do not want it. But he really wanted to get me that ring, and so we talked to the manager, and we're like, hey, how can we get that ring for like half a price? Long story short, we're able to get the ring of my dream without compromising the cut, the style, the quality, and at a much affordable price. Kyle did have to jump some hoops, and we had to wait and do it in steps. And so when we first got engaged, it wasn't a real diamond, but we're able to, right before we got married, to upgrade and customize it in a way that it was just for me. I absolutely love my ring to this day. I look forward to putting it on every single morning. I look at my hands and I get butterflies, especially knowing what I know. And though he knew that I would have gotten engaged with any other ring, but he wanted me to have this one. I remember him saying that is your ring. As soon as you put it on your hand, I knew that's just your style, that is just your ring, and I want you to have that one. It took a lot of hard work and years for him to be able to get it, but he got it, and I love him for it. On my right hand, this is my original wedding band, and I was never like 100% in love with it, but to me it wasn't as important as the engagement ring, which I was 100% sure that I loved it. I don't think I'll ever get rid of this one though, because it was the one that we exchanged vows with. It just has a lot of sentimental value to it. I do wear it in my right hand, which fits nicely. If it's not on my right hand, when we travel, especially internationally, if I don't feel safe wearing my wedding ring, then I'll just put this one on my left hand, and I'll put my wedding ring in a nice safe place. And so it works out. It went well with my engagement ring, and so we bought it, we got married, we exchanged vows with it, and then we went back to the store like months after we got married, and I came across this wedding band. It's a whole nother story. I did pay for it myself. I didn't think it was fair to ask Kyle to pay for it, especially because we did have a wedding band already, which was more expensive than this one. I only ended up paying like a couple $100s, which to me is bananas. It is real gold, it has real diamonds, it's like curved on the side, so it fits nicely with my engagement ring. I get tons of compliments, and sometimes people think it's just one ring, but because it's all together. But nope, it's the ring and the wedding band. On my same left hand, on my index finger, I have this dainty tiny little diamond ring. It looks a lot like my solo diamond bracelet and my necklace, and it has this opening, so it's not like a one closed ring, which I think is very cute, unique, and flattering. It has little two diamond. Sad story, the very first ring I got, it was this same style, but I had it in this finger, and so I got it sized for this hand. And then I realized that it looked better on this hand, and so I switched it, but because it wasn't this size, I lost it. I remember going to a movie theater and coming out of it without it, so I think it was when I went to the bathroom and I washed my hands, and I think I went like this and I didn't even realize it. And it's so tiny and dainty, I just didn't notice, and so when I got home I was just so sad. And so I immediately wanted to repurchase it, but I had to wait a little bit, but then I finally got to it. And though my index finger ring is not that rosy gold, but the diamond on it complements that wedding ring, which I love. On my right hand, if I'm not wearing my wedding band, I usually wear this one from my mom. She gifted it to me for my 22nd birthday, and and I wasn't wearing it for a while because it was sized for my middle finger, which I didn't like how it looked. And then I started seeing similar styles come out and I was like, wait, I have one very similar to that one. So I pulled it out and I took it to a jewelry store and resized it to fit me in this finger. Now I love how it looks here, and so sometimes if I feel like I want to wear more yellow gold because this one is white gold, or I want more statement piece on my right hand, then I'll switch to this one. And so I go back and forth between this one and that one, and especially when we're traveling and I don't have my engagement ring, then I'll put this one on my right hand and this one on my left hand, and so it works out. Another ring that I don't wear often anymore is my promise ring. We're together for 6 months, and at first I thought he was proposing and I was freaking out. Not because I didn't want to marry him. We have been together for 6 months, and though we had talked about getting married, but it was just shocking to me. The reason why I thought that he was proposing was because I had told him previously that eventually I wanted to get this ring and I wouldn't mind getting proposed with this ring. And so when he gifted it to me, automatically I thought he was proposing, and I was like, what are you doing? So he was like, I'm just giving you a promise ring. So I was like, okay, cool. I still have it. I'll never get rid of it either because obviously it has sentimental value to it. It only fits in this finger, and I go back and forth between this one and the one my mom gave me, but I should probably wear it more because it is a pretty ring. It has a nice meaning to it. It's an Irish tradition ring, so if you wear a certain way, it means that you're single. If you wear it other way, it means that you're not single. So pretty cool ring. I only have these 2 bracelets that I wear all the time. They don't come off. I didn't want to take them off because it took me a while to get them on. These 2 bracelets are from mejuri. I did not get it to matchy, but I just love the look of that solid diamond. I think it's so flattering, and it's stackable. So if I want to add, which I do want to add a couple more bracelets later on in life, but if I want to add more to it, then it just go well because it is really tiny already. The next one and most recent purchase is this beaded one. Again, I don't know if that's the correct name for it, but I remember seeing this as a child. I don't think I ever had one like that, but I remember seeing it in 1-in-1, and so when I saw it on the website, I knew that I wanted it. It'll go well with anything else I decided to stack it with, and so I think they both look so beautiful next to each other. For earrings, I'm not too crazy about earrings. I have this pearl earrings, which was also gifted to me by Kyle when we were together for what, less than a year. It was the first Valentine's, and he gave me money to go shopping, and so we went together to the store, and I remember I saw him at Macy's. These ones were the ones that I wore on my wedding date, both days, because we did have 2 weddings, so I wore these ones. I also go back and forth between these ones and my diamond stud. I go a month at a time, so I have worn this for the past 3 months, I want to say, and sometimes I feel like switching them, and then I do. These diamond studs were gifted by Kyle. Also, it was my birthday. We have been together for a couple of months, and he got me this diamond stud, which I absolutely love. He knew I like dainty little things, and so he got these for me, which are perfect. These are more of a statement pearl earrings. When I first got it, he had me pick them from mejuri website, and I thought I was gonna wear them all the time because they are pearls, and obviously I love pearls, but I don't wear them as much. They are such a statement piece, and I don't like bulky or big pieces in my ears. I think they're beautiful, and I don't want to get rid of them. I don't think I will because they were gifted to me by my husband, but yeah, they're just not as wearable as these ones that I almost never take off. I'm glad I have them for special occasions. Maybe if I'm going to a wedding or a party or a place where I have to really dress up. They are in this teardrop type of pearls. I like that they're not perfectly shaped, and so I think it makes it more interesting. But yeah, I'm just not a earring changer type of gal. I like going back and forth between my little pearls and my diamond stud, and I've never missed or wanted anything else for my ears. I think that is it. Again, I did not get all this at once. It takes time, especially if you are on a budget. And jewelry can be pricey, especially if you're trying to do everyday pieces where you want to get them 14 or 18 karat gold. I started with necklaces because to me, I think it's what adds more to the outfit. But if you're not into necklaces as much, there's no point of doing that. At the end of the day, it's what works for you. But those are tips that has helped me tremendously, especially when trying to avoid regretful purchases. If you're starting from scratch, mejuri is a good place to do that. Again, I'll link everything I can down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!